Let's see what we can do here with a locker.
All right, we're officially testing it. This is a pretty steep embankment.
Welcome back to Twisted Edition. I'm Rick.
I'm Nate. So, we were working on experiment 626. We're doing some upgrades.
Yeah, upgrades are always good. I hate doing maintenance, but upgrades...
We're ignoring the maintenance on this so far.
Yeah, no maintenance on this truck. So, staying with the theme of this truck, you know, Mike's got the big Yukon, tough, off-road, expensive stuff.
And Chad's doing the Jeep guy Jeep things.
Yeah, you know, some Jeep guys, they do their Jeep thing.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do the cheap thing instead of the Jeep thing. So I went on Amazon, because, you know, that's where you get all your cheap car parts from. So I ordered this Spartan from Amazon, and when I opened the box, thinking, hey, it's just a cheap locker, there's a little sticker in here from Quick Performance.
If you don't know, Quick Performance isn't really an off-road brand for lockers, but they are a fairly well-known brand for racing. So
it's not as cheap as I thought it was, but the price was right, so I give Quick Performance credit. The price was right. So we're going to try this out and see how they do in the off-road world versus the racing world. I figure if they do good drag racing, they should be able to do good off-roading.
Yeah.
You get the tire? Hey, I took them all off for you. Not like Mike. Look at you, muscles. Unfortunately, the first step in getting the locker in the center is we got to pull the axles out because this has a C-clip in it. Actually, the first step should be the drain pan, but we're going to start here. So we're going to have to pull the hub like we did on Mike's Dana 60, pull the brakes, and slide this axle out. Very good. In case anybody's wondering, I do believe that these are stock lock hubs. I could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
They might be really, really old Warns, but I think they're stocks. Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Unless you're doing upgrades. No!
Caught it.
That was a perfect catch on your boot.
Yeah.
You can tell those brake pads don't see many miles.
No. Thank you. T-Rex arms. Oh, there's grease yet.
Ooh,
nice.
Smells like fresh grease too. This has a little itty bitty lock ring. Oh, I'm gonna need another pick. Hold that thought. So yeah, that just sets in a groove around the outside. You just gotta get under the edge, pry it out. And that's what holds the outer in. Now the inner is just a regular old snap ring, which is what I thought was going to be in Mike's, but he has a fancy stuff from Yukon. That should pop out. The spring should come out with it.
Yep. While we're doing this side, we're showing you this side because there's more room to video record, but we're also mimicking everything that we're doing here on the other side because both axles need to come out.
Oh! That, I don't know if you can see that, but half that's missing. That's why I screwed them back in. You can use them to grab onto to pull that out. And voila!
The whole guy comes out.
Look at how much easier that is.
So there's one nut that actually gets not torqued down, but tightened down. That puts your preload on your bearing. And then you back it off a little bit, and then you put your lock ring to tighten it down on that back side of the nut so it doesn't move. Everything stays nice and free until you have to come apart.
And a 10 bolt and a Dana 44 is a 2 3/8 4-prong socket. I like gloves.
I got it.
You got it? Look at you. Look at you. Who's better than you?
Me? Said that way too fast. The confidence on me.
Who's better than you? Me? Good job. That's the second lock ring. And now this will slide Try not to get your greasy fingerprints all over the rotor. And you just slide that on out. It should just slide on out. Like just pull. Really? I caught it! Now we got the rotors, the hubs, and the spindles off. We can drain the housing. And I think I used formic acid on this last time. So it's gonna be nice to peel it back off. I really don't like, that was water.
That was water.
Oh yeah, look at that water. Enjoy it. Why is that so chunky?
I think there's mud in there too.
Either there's mud in there or we have pieces. It's either gonna be a long day or a short day.
What is behind door number 1? No, it doesn't look too bad actually. I don't see chunks in there.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it down off the lift and put it in neutral because I can't fly. Can you fly?
No, I can't fly. I wouldn't need vehicle if I could fly.
And putting you on a ladder, you probably still won't reach.
I'm not that short.
Just to prove me wrong.
Yeah, just to prove you wrong.
You had to go on the ladder to do it, huh?
Yep.
You know, what's really funny? You picked the short ladder, and literally there's a taller ladder right behind you. You didn't see it?
I didn't see it until after the fact, and then I was like, I'm committed to having that ladder.
And we do know around here, once you're committed, you gotta go.
There is a reason why we call it commitment.
That's right.
Because you follow through until the very end. So, what did we find out?
Yeah, that I'm used to rear 10 volts that have C-clips in them. The front 10 volt doesn't have a C-clip. You can just pull the axle out without
Go ahead,
anything.
go ahead, pull it out, go ahead. Pull,
Just pulls on right on out.
like there was nothing there.
There's no C-clip on there.
But now that the axles are out of the center locker, we should be able to unbolt these brackets that are holding everything in, but there's also shims that push this side to side for the end play. We want to make sure we keep shims where they're supposed to be. Confusing.
That's passenger side. That's driver side. Alright, now there should be shims on the outside. Is there shims on your side? Huh, they shimmed the bearing instead of... Alright, well, a lot of times there's shims on the outside here so that this can be adjusted, but they put their shims on the inside. Alright, we got this thing on the bench here. What we need to pull out is these spider gears, because these spider gears allow the axle to spin separately. It means that this axle can spin, and if this one gets stuck, this one can spin. We're going to eliminate that whole system and put the locker in. So what we got to get is these spider gears out, and in order to get the spider gears out, there's a pin that goes all the way through, and this pin is held in by a drive pin, which I don't know if you can see it. There's a drive pin there, and we got to hit that drive pin out. And there's a little hole on this side. You stick a drive pin and you punch it out. This comes out. Oh! Okay, well, this particular set, we're gonna have to pull the ring off. Now back to said drive pin. This should just slide on out. Boop. And then
Another easy way to go and take these spider gears out is when they're in here, you could rotate the whole assembly, and there's also shims on the outside of the spider gears, so you want to make sure you get them and just plop them out.
voila! Alright, well, we took the new parts out of the package, and we're going to do a dry run here. You got your This is where the axle goes in. And then, I don't know what you want to call that. The
center
housing. And there's a bushing that goes in the center to hold that all together. It goes in like that. Then there's a rod that connects everything, and so on and so forth to the other side. This is going to look like my bushing.
You already missed it. There we go.
This is going to be a sandwich like this. Now there's little springs that are going to keep these plates separate. And basically all those things are keeping our gear meshed together until this axle gets stuck and the pressure is going to allow that to spin. Hopefully only one tooth at a time, because if it keeps spinning you will wear out the gears. But this doesn't unlock until one tire is completely stuck and this one's not. So first the axle piece goes in there.
The flat side of this actually needs to be perpendicular to the windows that you have in your carrier. It's so you can put your centering rod or center
shear pin, I don't know.
This big rod to go through.
He said rod.
Just coming through.
Right there. There it is.
Now once that drive pin is all the way down, you pull these fancy pins out. You ready?
Yeah, hopefully it all locks in. Ooh. I've got a lot more force than I thought it would.
Yeah.
And there she is. Now we can put the ring, the ring gear.
Yeah,
right.
ring gear.
The ring gear on and on the carrier. So
well, we need torque specs though.
We do need torque specs. I wish Mike was.
I gotcha. What do you need? Somebody say torque specs? I think somebody said torque specs.
He's fast.
He's very fast.
55 foot-pounds.
Mike's here if you can't tell.
Hey guys.
And you already know the torque specs?
I came prepared, sir.
Good guy. Tell you what. 55 foot-pounds. All right.
That is a successful ring gear install, if I do say so myself.
All right, we put our bearing sleeves back on. Wow, I didn't even have to hit it in. And then we just put these bearing caps on. So next we're just going to torque this down.
As I suspected, 60.
It's
For
60?
this style Dana's 44, it is 60 foot-pounds.
And you know what? I will give you the honors.
You flatter me.
Hold on. Before we go too far, we didn't measure it. Just to make sure, we didn't measure the gap.
Oh.
So we got to measure the gap between these two new plates that we installed. Make sure that this gap meets their specifications. It is 0.145 to 0.170 inches. I got a nice little sliding caliper. And we are at 0.165, which is smack dab. Not smack dab in the middle, but it's within specifications.
Within spec from 145 to 175, I think it was, right?
170.
Yep. All right.
All right, cool. Now you're good.
What basically what they're doing is so that when this spring collapses, this gear can rotate and it doesn't bind. That's basically what that measurement was for. You are the clicker master.
They are officially properly torqued by the torque master himself.
So now we can actually assemble the axles back in, which in this case you're really gonna have to line that up.
Yeah.
This side should go in easy. It's gonna be the other side that's gonna be. Oh, you know what we didn't check to make sure that those axles fit those splines, which it tells you to. So hopefully those axles. Oh, that was loud.
It fits.
It fits. Good. Yeah, this is gonna be the more interesting one, because now you gotta make sure that it's lined up with this side. Probably should have did the shorter side second.
Probably a good idea.
Wow, that went a lot easier than I anticipated.
But who's the best? This guy. There's not much place to walk away from. I feel. Yeah.
When you're that short, you gotta have a little boost in confidence. We let it go.
We give him his time.
Take the plunger out. Put your bearing in.
Plop.
The plunger down in. And give it a push and wiggle. And then grease comes through the bearing.
That's amazing, ain't it?
It's a very handy tool. And then just a little smuts on the outside. And your bearing is nice and packed. Ready to go for any installation.
There's a little pin there. Make sure that when you put the lock washer on, that pin lines up.
Yeah, we way off.
Quarter turn.
That's a quarter turn.
You want the flashlight? Oh, there you go.
No.
And the pin's in, and now the outside one doesn't matter which way that one goes on.
Just as long as it doesn't get dirty. Next one's up. There we go.
That slides back in, just gets held in by the screw.
Oh, thank you.
Not a problem. And now that goes around the outside. I'll take your screwdriver for you, which is not greasy as all can be.
Absolutely. It's not greasy. It ain't working right. There we go. Actually, give me that back.
Yep. Use it to push it in.
Yes.
Just so you know, the cameraman used the wrong finger.
So there's.
So we're gonna have to clean said camera because everything is now greasy, including the camera. That's where you come in at. If anybody doesn't know, this is our editor / worker / camera cleaner.
/ camera cleaner. Yeah, I do a lot of the maintenance and maintain the equipment and edit the videos as best of my ability as possible.
Yeah, so if you don't like our edits, blame this guy.
This is an accurate statement. We're working on that one. We might be looking out for some.
Ow! Hey, it's locked now that the axle's in there. Wow, that actually hurt my finger.
Hey,
that locker works,
that
buddy.
Was, karma, if I do say so myself.
That locker works. I'm glad to see that. And that's a neutral.
Oh boy.
We're gonna put the tire on because we got to test the locker and make sure it clicks and everything's working. They said put the tire on and hold one side and rotate the other and see what happens. So I'm gonna throw this tire on. I should probably lower this because then I won't have to pick it up so high.
Mm-hmm. It would probably be a good idea.
But I'm done. So. And we're only putting 35s back on, not the 37s. 38. What? 30, sorry, 38. Oh my god, I hate these tires. I can't see.
There you go.
I'm gonna pull down.
Okay, Nate and Mike are gonna try this. Let's see. Oh, it worked. Oh, of course, the side that we weren't watching worked.
Rick is just doing some final cleaning inside, and I think we're just at that point where we're gonna throw on the gasket, the pan, fill it up with the fluids, take it out for a little ride, make sure everything works properly.
Yeah, see if we can go up the hill in my backyard.
Yeah.
I've never tried to go up before.
So we're gonna go and show you guys that, us going up the little hill.
Let's see what we can do here with a locker.
All right, we're officially testing it. This is a pretty steep embankment. Oh! Oh!
I hit the garage. I could have crawled it. It would have went.
It would have went.
Yeah, it would have went. I'm standing straight.
Yeah, that's pretty steep hill.
That's a steep hill.
I say that's a successful test for Spartan lockers.
No, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can see it on camera, but I can't lean forward anymore.
I was gonna
don't
say
wanna lean.
Nate was a bad choice because he's short, but I mean,
I want to say like
we're
close to 45 degrees.
yeah, that's a pretty good incline right there.
And if anybody knows off-roading, I'm running 307 gears and I'm in high four-wheel drive.
Thanks guys for watching up to this point in the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a success.
Soon we'll be going off-roading. So hopefully, I think we got to fix Chad's tranny first.
Yeah. In Trailmaker.
And Trailmaker, and then we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, we will be.
Yes. And with that being said, guys, this has been Twisted Ignition. Please leave comments, likes, and definitely subscribe to our channel. We'll see you on the next round.
Later, guys.
See you in the next shenanigans.